Hey everyone, I'm Curlycalhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, here at the beautiful Marriott Grand Vista in Orlando, Florida, where I own and operate my teaching business under the Shade Tree. Hey, this is for those movers and shakers out there in the golf industry that are looking for someone to make training aids. Yes, I mean, to have those great ideals for training aids. Now, with my swing system and philosophy top down, the ideals that I've come up with uh, just to produce certain type of training aids, and not only produce certain type of training aids, I'm talking about producing training aids that work. I mean, come on, people. How many times and how many training aids do you have laying on your shelves that, I mean, you just can't even, you don't even use? Let's be honest, you don't even use, they're collecting dust. But so, what's so significant, not only about the ideals that I have in my head about creating training aids, and many that I have already created, um, that are just conducive to what top down creates. I've also done a few videos where I've taken training aids and kind of shown you different ways of how those training aids are used, especially one that I call the top down swing guide. You know, that's with the ball. I mean, that one right there that's a money maker in itself, especially when I show you the instructions of how to actually use it. And not only that, the beauty of it is I can keep that training aid on all day long. You know, I have my buddy, he plays on the PGA, I think it's PGA Canada, but he sat there and just, PGA, yeah, I think that's what it's called. But anyway, he sat and watched me practice with it all day long, and he was impressed. Got a few videos of him, Tommy Choa, got a few videos of him, hitting some ball, good buddy of mine. But anyway, the thing is this, there's training aids out there that, like I said, that you as a company, you might have made those. But then those training aids may not have been conducive to the understanding that I've developed with my top down swing system and philosophy. So, as I'm saying, just call it out there because we're all trying to do business. And at the end of the goal, when you're making a training aid, every one of them is done with good intentions. But sometimes it's just you need a little bit more information, because they might be designed for something, but end up turning out to be something for something else and end up working great for you. And as I always said, I've said it in a few videos, Viagra is a prime example. But the thing is this: if there's any company out there that want to do any business with the Shade Tree Pro, especially when it comes to dealing these training aids, like I said, I love training aids, but I only want to deal with training aids that work. And one of my things I talk about in my golf swing philosophy is rolling the shaft. And the ideals that I have, whether it comes to chipping, whether it comes to putting, whether it comes little pitch shots, bunker play, the concept of rolling the shaft and the ideas that's behind that, that allows you just to feel the simplicity of being able to make that shaft move, in essence, in a sense. I mean, we focus a lot on the shaft bending, but I'm talking about making that shaft move. And when that shaft moves, in essence, a lot is just through the body, how the body feels and how the body wants to react, that action reaction. So if I create an action, of something I'm trying to do with me, because my focus is always on the shaft, then all of a sudden there's these serendipitous type of moments that I've been taught with top down that is just like, wow, okay, there could be an easy training aid made for that. So I know there's many companies out there. I know that you're looking for someone, in essence, that, with a name, and I definitely have a name, simply because, one of the original contestants on the big break, still being shown on TV today to millions of people throughout the world. So, I'm a name that's definitely recognizable. There's no question about that. And then, like I said, I understand sales. But the biggest thing is, if there's any company out there that definitely would like to talk to Shade Tree, all you have to do is look in the description box. I'm gonna leave my number for you in the description box because, like I say, it's on my business cards as well. But I'm gonna leave my number for you if you'd like to give me a call and you'd like to really sit down and talk about some things. Hey, the PGA show is coming up. That's gonna be all the things in the world there. Training aids and everything else. So if you really like to sit down and talk to Shade Tree and maybe listen to some of the things, ideas that I may have that'll help us continuously grow this industry and once again, produce training aids that actually produce the value of what the consumer is paying for. And I'd say get your money's worth. There's no question about that. Hey people, don't forget, I'm still in that process of putting my membership together. My membership for my YouTube is going to be $9.99. Don't forget that. We got some things coming. As I said, top down is the movement for improvement, and we're doing everything we can to improve every golfer who puts their hands on the golf club, because as the saying goes, just because it works does not mean that it cannot be improved. Hey, sometimes choppers are over the top of me trying to hear what I'm trying to say about my great top game. Hey, this is Curlycalhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, and as I said, and I said it a million times now, always good.